Hey, it's Mike at MG Tuning. Let's unlock a PCM. So we got the PCM pulled out. An important thing with shipping, don't go skimp on the shipping on these. These are the brains of your computer. Obviously want to take care of them, make sure they get here safe. So the first thing I like to do is pull back these tabs. This is going to help us open up the casing. And then I hook up my bench harness, and I like to validate in HP Tuners that it is the right vehicle per the customer on the shipping label. You can ignore my keypad. This laptop sucks, but I plan on getting a better one. So as you see, we got the PCM casing opened up. A few things to take note of. One is going to be the original seal. Definitely want to make sure it gets resealed back up when we're finished. And then the second thing is really how little of room you have from where the seal is to the board itself. Have to be very careful. If anything gets damaged on these, it is possible that the whole PCM will need to be replaced. I've unfortunately had that happen myself and had to spend about $1,000 to make it right for the customer. So definitely a very gentle process. So the next step in the process is going to be essentially removing the data from the PCM using a interface and software. Then we're going to remove the restriction that will allow us to write, and then essentially put the data back into the PCM minus that restriction coding. Going to take care of that now, then we'll get back to it. So we got the PCM unlocked as far as the programming done. Now essentially what needs to happen is we got to make sure that we have a good seal when we go to close this thing up. So I'm going to run some Permatech along the top side of the casing. However, to ensure it's a good seal, we're going to want to trim up this area. So I'm going to work on trimming that up now with my trimmer, and then we'll get it closed up. All right, so we are essentially wrapped up. I got the casing back on. All the tabs are secured. The last thing I like to do is look it over, clean it up. Even though this is going in the engine bay, I'm a big person when it comes to taking pride in your work. So I want to try to return your PCM looking the way it did prior to me touching it. And as you see, we got her cleaned up. Everything looks good. Don't have any ooze out, and she's ready to go. Unlock is complete. Last thing I do before I box them up for shipping is just rehook them up now that everything's been done. Make sure that HP Tuners can read the PCM and that it will connect to the VCM scanner. And we're going to get this boxed up and good to go. All right, ladies and gents, we are done. Got one going out to Ray, one going out to Mark. Both are unlocked, wrapped up in bubble wrap. What would it be without an awesome decal? And then we'll put some packing paper on top just to top it off. And that's a PCM unlock from start to finish. Hope you enjoy.